Why can't the Prime Minister just respond? Is this not a serious or a grave enough issue for the Prime Minister to take to the floor of the House and assure everyone that the government is doing its best and the divide, which is deep, will take time to heal, but it will heal?
Right, and Pauline, I would like to again draw your attention to the difference between holding a government accountable and harping on about one person. I am sorry, you're not holding the government responsible. You're just showing how you want to just, create mayhem because it suits your political narrative. You think going to Manipur has anything to do with resolving the conflict? For the members of this INDIA, it is political tourism. Did they care about Manipur when the Congress party lost the election recently in Manipur? Their national president Kharge ji, in a India Today conclave at that, declared that it doesn't matter to us, we've lost Manipur. It's a small state. That is how you brushed off the state of Manipur. You are the one who's quoting MLAs giving statements. Well, madam, in your party, a sitting minister gave a statement showing you the mirror about the dismal state of women in the state of Rajasthan. Instead of listening to what he had to say, you sacked him. He was no longer a minister 5 hours later.
Is this political tourism? Is this political tourism, Mahima?
Let's not get into
Follow
that.
me.
Let's focus on resolving
Follow me.
issues.
This is the exact. Allow me to respond, please. Shall I respond?
Okay.
Shall I respond?
Yes,
Follow me?
Mahima, go on. Is this political tourism?
I was waiting for their toolkit to come out because we have heard that term over and over again today. Political tourism is when the Prime Minister spends 250 crores in 5 years and does not come back and hold a single press conference to tell the country about the business he's been conducting on those visits, because everything as per them falls under national security and integrity. But violence in Manipur does not fall under national security for them. They will issue a probe against the the fact what made the video go viral. They will take action on Twitter, but they will not issue a probe against the 100 of incidents that the CM of Manipur is citing. So such is the petty politics that the BJP is playing today. Are we asking too much of the Prime Minister, who's also the head of the House, to come and address the House to make a statement that we can discuss on? And what you were asking earlier, Paulomi, we are asking for a discussion under 267. They say we don't let the Parliament function. If we are not letting the Parliament function, then how is Smriti Irani, who is mum on women issues otherwise, able to give a farce of a performance on the floor of the House? Then, I mean, their statement falls flat on its face, because we see those performances there, but they say we are not letting the Parliament function for all the relevant business. So the BJP's action is out for everybody to see. The country has understood, and the BJP should wait for the 2024 elections for them to see what the country has to give to them.
But what does this achieve again is the question, because at the end of the day, of course, anyone can go to Manipur, anyone can visit Manipur, can speak to the people over there, try to heal their wounds. But the fact of the matter is, this is a very sensitive situation. You don't believe that the government is making efforts. The government claims that it has been continuously speaking to community leaders, representatives of both the Kuki and the Meitei tribes, trying to understand from them what can be done in order to, of course, bridge the gap.
Are you asking me that?
Yes, Mahima.
Yeah, Paulomi, see, the government, we have said they have so much to say. They have achieved so much as per their own records. We are saying, yes, have a detailed discussion under 267. You will have ample time.
But you're stuck on a rule. You're stuck on a particular rule. They're saying we'll discuss it. There will be a discussion. You're stuck on a particular rule. You want the Prime Minister to respond. Isn't the discussion more important?
Bridging the gap will happen when all the players of democracy, all the stakeholders of democracy, which is the opposition and the government together, come on a table and talk it out. The government will have to take, a status report from those who have governed the state earlier. They keep on, beating around the bush saying Manipur is a sensitive state all the time. We know that Northeast is a sensitive zone, which is why when Prime Minister went there during the elections, and was gaslighting there, saying that Congress was in center, Congress was in state. Yes, yet they failed the state of Manipur. Today, that is exactly why he can't visit there. Today, he can't
let
upon
BJP
Manipur
respond. I don't have much time, but you've had your opportunity, Mahima. Let Charu come in right now. Have you failed Manipur, Charu?
See, Paulumi, the situation in Manipur, as Mahima understands, it's sensitive, and I'll tell you why it is sensitive. For the longest time, no efforts have been made by the union governments to make sure peace comes to the region. So whether it is the area of the Nagas or the state of Manipur, the insurgency there has been allowed to continue. People have turned a blind eye from the UPA government towards the entire region because it suited them. Money was sent to the northeast, but we saw no development. So much so that even getting from one city to the other was nearly an impossible task because roads didn't exist. And this has been the doing of the Congress, and fair and square, this is the result of everything that they have done. We are, of course, working to fix it, and that's exactly why the people of Manipur have voted us into power. And like I said, Prime Minister Modi might be fantastic, as Mahima also keeps saying again and again, but even he does not possess a magic wand which can do away with the ill treatment of people of an entire region with one wave. I am sorry, this is not magic. You have to work on policy, you have to work on you have to work on ground, and that is how results are seen long term. You're not sticking a band-aid on top of a problem which requires a surgery.
Absolutely. No band-aid is going to help the situation. If we look at the reports that are coming in from Manipur at the moment, we saw that march, of course, that my colleague Ashutosh reported from as well. Meitei community there protesting against what they alleged was kuki narco-terrorism. If that is the sense of divide which has in fact now engulfed Manipur society, this is going to be a long drawn process in trying and heal the wounds of the people, and then of course restore peace and move forward again in order to bring Manipur back in terms of being an intact society, which is what all of the people want. Thank you to both of you, Mahima and Charu. Thank you so much for joining us.